Hey, I'm Matt Cuthbertson, and in this video I'm going to share with you another movement from Master Yang's calligraphy health system called Double Eel Swimmer. This movement is extremely good for people with digestion issues or weight issues, any back musculoskeletal troubles, balance, as well as mental nervous system stuff, which actually ties in with balance. Before I kick into Double Eel Swimmer, I'm just going to share with you a little bit about myself so you can get an idea of where I'm coming from. So originally from Christchurch, I was been born with a condition called congenital adrenal hyperplasia, which in a nutshell means my adrenal glands don't function the way they should, and so my entire life I've been taking medication to not die, so make sure I stay alive. Now, I was originally became interested in health and well-being side of things when I was about 5 or 6. My uncle actually introduced me to calisthenics, and also known, like you could just class that as sort of strength and conditioning sort of movements. And from there, after that, I sort of became interested in martial arts and that side of things. Through primary school and high school, I dabbled in like karate, judo, taekwondo, some kung fu stuff, as well as some kickboxing. But I never really got in depth, like super in deep into this stuff. Just I didn't feel passionate about it. Eventually, when I was about 21, 22, I moved over to Australia, and I studied personal training. And so again, practicing the traditional Western style strength and conditioning stuff. I've trained well over 100 different body types in that sort of training through boot camps as well as personal training. And I definitely understand the value in that sort of exercise, and it's important to have a healthy, strong body, so no denying it. After a few years of, actually it wasn't even a few years, I got one of my personal training clients introduced me to Master Yang's teachings, originally the Yang Mian system, so a form of Kung Fu. And from the very beginning, I realized there's something different about this training. I was doing the Yang Mian system for a couple of years with the gentleman that introduced me to the system, and that was awesome. And then I heard about Master Yang doing a workshop in Byron Bay, and so I went along to that and was introduced to the calligraphy health system. As soon as I started doing calligraphy health, I was just like, this is it. There's some magic in this stuff. Extremely complementary to the Yang Mian system. They're one and the same but very different at the same time. But I realized that the power of true health and well-being laid within this system. So my goal with my health condition has been to cure myself of the congenital adrenal hyperplasia. Doctors in the Western world say it's not curable. I very much for most of my life have believed it is, but I haven't achieved that yet, and that's a massive part of why I do the calligraphy health system. Now, I want to ease the pain and suffering that's in my body. I want to also help ease pain and suffering in other people's lives in this world, in this planet. I feel like there's a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of anger, and I just don't think it's necessary. I think it can change. It can be taken away. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, I think that's enough for now anyway. So I will start sharing the Double Eel Swimmer now. So as before in the first video, taking your body back to the baby body, get yourself comfortable, feet about shoulder width apart, and bringing your hands together, starting off with energy reset. So breathing in, out, project up to heaven. Breathe back in, breathing heaven energy in at your heart, turning your wrists, projecting down, breathing out, so projecting down into the earth. Now breathing in, imagine you're holding like two balls of energy in each, a ball of energy in each hand. Breathing in, coming up, and just like eels swimming, going over, breathing out as you're coming over. So breathing in, moving up, breathing out, sinking down, relaxing the organs, and just like massaging your organs, letting your shoulders just roll over gently. Again, ideally breathing in and out of the nose. If that's too difficult, or if it feels like your body becomes stressed, in the nose, out the mouth is fine. If that's too difficult, then just breathe the way you normally breathe. Just connecting with your breath and letting your body just move and flow with the inhale and exhale. As I'm breathing in, my intention is to bring up the earth energy into me. Breathing out, sinking down. So like a wave. So generally do about 3 on the front, and then turning to about 45 degrees on the right. And again, you want to try and keep your feet facing the general forward direction. They will probably turn a little bit, and don't stress about that, but just be aware that you're turning from the hips, not the feet. So again, I think I've done more than 3, but you want to do about 3. You can do more, it doesn't matter. And then go into 90 degrees. This is really good for spinal health. So as I'm breathing in, I'm letting my hips come under slightly, and I'm like rolling up my spine and down. You may get pops and cracks. Don't stress on that. If you do feel major discomfort, then go back to where you weren't feeling any major discomfort and just work in that area. After 90 degrees, turning to about 130 degrees, or as far as you can go. Being mindful of my hips, trying to keep them reasonably level, so they are moving, but I'm trying not to tip them too far forward or too far back. I'm being very mindful of my ankle, knee and hip alignment. So after I've done the 130, I moved back to 90, and then back to 45, and then back to straight on, and then moving to 45 on the left. Again, around 3 up and downs. 3, 4, 5. 7, 10, 11, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Then moving to 90. And then around 130. Back to 90. Back to 45. Back to front on. When I feel I'm ready to move on, breathing in at the heart, breathe out, project down into the earth, and then just finishing off with an energy reset. So breathing out, projecting up to the heaven, breathing in, letting the heaven energy come in at the heart, turning the wrists, projecting down, releasing, letting go into the earth. And that's double eel swimmer. So basically with everything that I'm going to be sharing here, it's a case of the more you do it, the deeper you go, the greater the benefits that you gain. And I'll be sharing future videos and other movements, and you don't have to do everything in the specific order that I'm sharing it. As Master Yang says, it's like the alphabet, but it's not an A, B, C, D process. It can be a A, D, Z, X, B, D, whatever. Like you do the movements that you feel that your body wants and needs. It's about tuning in, listening to the body, and doing what it needs or what it wants. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up with them. If you have any health conditions or issues that you've got questions about, as far as you wonder if there's something within the system that might be able to help you move forward and gain better health, then please don't hesitate to ask. If I don't have the answers, then I'll find out. It's a powerful system, and a lot of things can be helped with this practice. So thank you, much love, peace, respect.